Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, and if you are new, hey. So today we're doing a smoky eye now that we're on level 2. Smoky eye is very dramatic, it's very extra, it's very I'm here, I've arrived. And that's the energy I get from level 2. We are here, we've arrived. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, obviously. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I first thought I was gonna do my face first and then the smoky eye, but halfway through I'm just like, nah, let me just start with the eyes like I usually do, and then we'll end with the face. So as you can see, I have done color correction. I've color corrected the areas that I usually color correct, but we're going back to the eyes now. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is color correct and prime the eyes. Now we're not going to prime on the usual areas like on the eyelid, because for the black I'm going in with a gel. You'll see what I mean in a second, but I'm going to color correct and prime like just above, like on the crease area, because that's where I'm going to put the transition shade, and that's the color. So that's why I'm correcting this area, because I want the color of the transition to show. You know what I mean? You'll see what I mean in a second. To just blend that out, you can use your finger or a brush, it doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to go over top with a light concealer so that the colors that we put on top will show. Okay, so the reason I didn't color correct and prime on my lid is because I'm going to go in with this. I'm going in with that gel liner, and the reason I'm doing that is I want a base before I put on the black, because sometimes black eyeshadow can disappear throughout the day. So I want a base to kind of like lock in the eyeshadow. And also it's difficult to find a black eyeshadow that is buttery and smooth and pigmented. So that's why I want to go in with the base first, and I would suggest that you go in with a gel liner first. I didn't want to put concealer on my eyelid and then the gel like has a hard time adhesing, is that a word? Adhering. Wow, adhesing. Okay.
We are going to pretend we didn't hear that.
Has a hard time adhering. I don't want the gel to have a hard time adhering to the eyeliner. I don't want the gel liner to have a hard time adhering to the eyelid because of the concealer. And also, black is black. Like whether you conceal, black is black. Like this is one of the colors where you don't actually have to prime and color correct, because black is black. You know what I mean? So anyway, so you're gonna go in. And you see how easy and pigmented that is? Pigmented. I feel like I said that weird. Pigmented. Okay, whatever. Do you see how the color is like just so pigmented? And this is an excellent base for a black eyeshadow. Firstly, it's gonna last longer. It's not gonna disappear as black tends to do. And it'll pop more. Okay, you see what we have there. So I've just literally put it on my eyelid, as you can see, but I'm going to actually drag it a little bit onto my hood, because I'm sure you can see I have hooded eyes. So I don't want the smoky eye to just end there. I want to bring it up, and of course when we blend out it's going to bring it up even more, but I just want to bring it, I want the base of it to be relatively high. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this brush over here. It's a very small, dense brush, so that's what I'm going to use to blend. I'm holding onto the edge of my eye very gently, because my skin, because of my hooded eye, is like very loose. So like me trying to blend is just like I'm just moving around the skin of my hooded eye. So I want it to be stiff so that I can just blend with ease, because otherwise I'm doing this and it's super annoying. And the reason you want to use a brush like this is because it is small, meaning it is precise. So you can go in section by section without having to take like a massive brush and just blending it all over the show, and then you have a mess. If you feel like you've blended too much, especially on the eyelid, you can just go back and build the intensity or build the color that you want. Okay, so now we're gonna set the gel, essentially. We're gonna put on black eyeshadow now. So the black eyeshadow I'm going in with is this one over here. It's like gone. I can't actually remember where this black eyeshadow is from, but it was definitely a drugstore slash Dischem bought palette. I just don't remember which one, but if you have a black eyeshadow that you feel like is not super pigmented, go in with a gel liner first to create that base, and I promise you, in the same way that I put the black gel liner just a little bit on the hood of my eyes, I'm going to do that with the powder as well. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to go in with our transition shades, because for a smoky eye, really for any eyeshadow look, you can't have like skin color, then just the eyeshadow. It needs to transition. It needs to ease in to the color. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a transition shade on now. So I'm going to go in with this over here, this color over here. So for my transition shade, I'm going to go in with this brush over here. You want to dip into the color and then tap off the excess. You want to tap off the excess or else it's going to be a mess. If you watched my cut crease video, you know where, was it the cut crease video? Yeah, I think so. The cut crease video, you'll know where your transition crease area is. If you feel like your eyeshadow or your transition color isn't picking up, it isn't showing, isn't as pigmented as you want, of course, firstly you have to prime and correct. But if you've done that and you still feel like it's not showing, so you're going to take your eyeshadow brush with the product, with some eyeshadow, and you're just going to tap. You're going to tap into place the product. Okay, so you just want to tap it onto where you're going to blend. Does that make sense? So you're going to pack it on, and then once packed on, blend. With any eyeshadow, blending is like your bestie. Blending has to be your best friend. You need to be like this with blending. Okay, so now that it's looking how I want it to look, it's getting there. I'm gonna go in with just a clean fluffy brush about this size. This is a little bigger because I wanted to cover more surface area, so I'm just gonna go in with a clean brush and just blend everything out. Not really blending things together, but just kind of blending those edges out. Okay, so now that that's done, I want to bring a little more black into the crease. Like I want the black to be a little bit more prominent. Yeah, so I'm just going to bring the black a little bit more into my crease, but using a brush, not using those like little applicator things, because it's not a blending tool. So I need something that's going to help me blend. Use this brush right here. As you can see, it's skinnier than any of the brushes that we've used thus far. And this brush is perfect because, yes, it's thin, but it's not dense. Like it's not tightly packed. So it's more on the fluffy side, so it'll blend more. The fluffier the brush, the easier it is for it to disperse the product, i.e. blend. If you decide to add more black, like how I've done, you you need to remember to go in with the brush that you use for your transition and blend everything out again. Whenever you put on more product, you go in and you blend. Okay, so before we finish the rest of the eyes, I'm going to do my face first, because I like to do the bottom of the lash line once everything is done, once my face is done. So I'm going to do that first. Well, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that now and then I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. As you can see. So guys, I'm trying to like contour my nose. I did when I was like starting in makeup, but that was years ago and I didn't like it. And since then, I just don't contour my nose. I just put bronzer on it sometimes, most times, every time. I put bronzer on it every time. But that's not contouring, that's just like adding dimension to the face. This is like contouring. So I'm so nervous. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. But okay, so to finish off the eyes, the bottom part of the eyes, you're gonna take that same gel that you used as a base. Any other gel, any other like black liner that I tried to use doesn't quite sit on the waterline and it like disappears throughout the day. So I'm gonna use the gel liner. Oh my god. My eyes get so watery. I'm gonna go in with a brush like this, and this is from Essence. It just says eyeshadow on it. Like, it doesn't have any defining name, but you know what it looks like. It looks like this. So I'm gonna go in with the same black that I used to pack onto the lid, and I'm gonna go right under the waterline. You wanna put product onto the tip of the brush like how I've done so. And then you're gonna go in and go right under the lash line. Whew. Okay, so now that that's on, we're gonna go in with our transition shade, the shade that we put on our crease, and we're gonna blend it into the black almost. So we're gonna blend it at the bottom of the black. I'm gonna go in with the brush that I used to blend in the gel liner. Of course, tap off the excess, and you're gonna go right under the black. The lower you bring it, the more smoky it's gonna look. So that is up to you. Okay, so then when it comes to the edge over here, the outer part of the eye, you just kind of want to connect these two. Blend them together like so. Okay, and then for the inner corner, I want to go in with a very stark white inner corner, because I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's going to contrast well with the black. So I'm going to take the white or like champagne-y color on a brush like that, and then just go in the inner corner. For lashes, when you're doing a smoky eye, you want to go in with lashes that are relatively dramatic, because the eyeshadow is black and lashes are black. You're not going to really see them if they're regular diggler schmiggler lashes. You're not really going to see it. So I'm going to go in with these dramatic lashes. I got these from my friend Zoe, so shout out to you, Zoe. Alright, so lashes are on and they are very dramatic. These lashes are really dramatic. You don't have to go in with something so dramatic. Just make sure you wear lashes that don't disappear when you put them on, because of the intensity of a smoky eye, your lashes can tend to disappear. So just make sure you wear lashes that are seen. Okay, they don't have to be this dramatic, but they have to be seen. Because then what's the point? Then don't put on lashes, you know what I mean? One thing to remember when you're doing a smoky eye is blend, blend, blend. Blending is your friend. Oh, that rhymed. Blend until your hand falls off. Actually, when you're doing any eyeshadow, but most importantly when you're doing a smoky eye, blend. So I just put my hair in this ponytail with a little swoop situation. I've never done this before. This like zwingedings. It's so cute. I like it. It's so cute. Anyway, that is it for this smoky eye tutorial. Now you can go outside and be great. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like the video if you liked the video. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications and stuff. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.